Welcome to the inaugural episode of Gamecocks at the Movies. Woo! Each week we're going to try to come in here and talk about movies. We'll do different lists. We'll do movie reviews. We'll talk about TV shows every now and again. The way the show is going to work is I'm going to be the host, and each week I'm going to have a different group of people to come in here and talk about movies with me. And today we're going to do everybody here's top 5 movies and most anticipated movie. To start down there at the end, we're going to go to Joe Vargo, who is a psychology major and a freshman.
All right.
Beside
Beside
him is Stephanie Batista, who is an international studies junior. All right. And directly to my left is going to be Patrick Kamoris, who is an economics major and a junior. And my name is Jake Hutchinson, and I am a film and media studies major, and I'm also a junior. So, guys, for I think most of us, it's not going to be in any particular order. It's just going to be top 5 in general. So to start, why don't we start down here at the end with Joe?
All right, to start my top 5, I'm going to start with Moulin Rouge. It's definitely a great movie. I love it, the whole art aspect of it. It's really funny, but it also gets pretty sad at the end. I really like it. Great story. Wonderful. Just all-around great movie. I'm going to go with Catching Fire. Gotta be a number 2. It's great movie. I love the books. And then the movie also really went along with the books. It's pretty great. Everyone can pretty much agree with that. Let's see, The Avengers. That's an awesome movie too. Very good. Acting was great. Casting was obviously perfect. I mean, they had everyone in from the original movies. No actors had to change. Great cameos, other little hints in the background to like future movies coming along, which is going to be awesome. Pulp Fiction is another great movie. We can all agree.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction.
One of those movies that you just can't really pass up on watching.
Nope.
I'm going to finish my top 5 with Gladiator. Gladiator is a ballin' movie. The movie's so good. Always just sit down. I want to watch an awesome movie. You can always put Gladiator in and just watch people fight it out. Get some action.
Just watch Russell Crowe be a BA, right?
Yep, Russell
Just
Crowe.
watch him slice people up.
Fighting around the world.
Yeah. All right, and that's your top 5. Well done, Joe. Those are some pretty good movies. I think we can all agree.
Quality picks.
Yeah, quality picks. Stephanie, let's move on to you and your top 5.
Okay, my top 5 movies include Singing in the Rain, and absolutely wonderful. I remember it was one of the first musical movies I saw, an old classic Hollywood. I completely fell in love, and I don't know, I absolutely adore Gene Kelly and everything about him. So it's great. So happy I can put it in any mood I'm in, and it makes me smile. So that's why it's one of my favorites. Second one would be Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. I absolutely think it is wonderful. Both is beautiful and tragic at the same time, and I love it. Third one is one of Joe's as well, Moulin Rouge, another musical. I really do love them, and the aesthetic in it is just superb. So, big Baz Luhrmann fan. Yeah. A fourth movie is a chick flick called Never Been Kissed with Drew Barrymore, and I love it. It's great. And the fifth movie is my favorite movie I saw last year. It's called Short Term 12, and it just takes you on this emotional roller coaster. It's very well done, completely real. It does not even seem like at any point any of them are acting. It's just wonderful. So, yeah, there it is.
All right, sweet. Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate it. And Patrick, let's move on to your top 5, big guy.
Oh boy! All right, here we go. My favorite top 5 movies that I could come up with off the spot of my mind are Half Baked, a gorgeous film with Dave Chappelle and a lot of marijuana. Second film I'm going to mention is The Departed. Big Leonardo DiCaprio fan. Gotta have it in the collection if you're going to, be a movie guy. Third film I'm going to list is Fight Club, something that will make your brain explode if you're not careful. It's a warning. It's an official warning.
Yeah.
Fourth, Goodfellas. I think Ray Liotta is perfecto, to say the least. The whole movie, star-studded cast, great film overall. And then fifth, it wouldn't be America unless I mentioned The Patriot. Mel Gibson in this film, awesome guy.
Some of that shot in South Carolina.
And the French guy's all right too.
Yeah. All right, and I guess I'm last. I'm gonna since I'm the host. I'm gonna cheat, and I'm gonna have an honorable mention because I couldn't quite narrow it down to 5. So I'm gonna start with my honorable mention, which is Wizard of Oz. That's a movie I grew up watching. It's my mom's favorite movie. I grew up watching it multiple times when I was a kid, and every time I watch it, it still makes me smile. It's great. The lion's boss.
It's my sister's favorite movie too.
There you go. It's a great movie. It's crazy that movie came out as long ago as it did, and it's still
really good.
Still really good, almost like 60 years later. So that's impressive. So I'm gonna move on to my top 5. I'm gonna start off with a little Christopher Nolan run. I'm gonna start with Dark Knight. It's a movie that is. I'm a big comic book fan, and Christopher Nolan brings a story to life that's right out of the comics. And Heath Ledger really just brings a performance that's for the ages.
Very good.
My second one is going to be another Christopher Nolan movie, Inception. The reason I like that movie is because it's a perfect combination. It's a perfect combination of both action and like a good like story. It's not just like, oh, we're going to watch stuff blow up, or oh, we're going to make you like emotional. It's like a perfect like bridging of the two worlds of movie making. So I love that. My third one is going to be Pulp Fiction. It was the first movie I saw that made me like, oh, this is what movies can do for a living. Like, this is what movies can do that make you like feel something. And Samuel L. Jackson's just he's like one of my favorite characters of all time in that movie. I'm gonna have a Star Wars in here. I don't think any list is complete without Star Wars. No offense to y'all. I'm gonna go for my money. Empire Strikes Back is the best of the Star Wars world has to offer. The ending is so dark and sad, but it's still just it gives you like a little glimmer of hope at the end. So I don't know, it's just great. And Boba Fett gets introduced. Who doesn't love everybody's favorite bounty hunter, right? And my last one is kind of an oddity. It's gonna be Clerks 2. Yeah. I like a lot of comedies, and I love when I get to laugh, but it's interesting. Like, most comedies are very diminishing returns. Like, each time you watch them, you laugh a little bit less and a little bit less. Clerks 2 is the only movie that every time I watch it, I still laugh just as hard as the time before that. So that's why that's on that list. All right, so to close out this inaugural episode, I guess we can call it, we're going to go on to our most anticipated movie of the upcoming year. Yeah. We will start down here at the end again with Joe. What is yours?
I'm going to go with Maleficent.
Oh, movie with Angelina Jolie. Yeah.
It looks really good. Yeah.
And written by Paul Dini. He used to work on Batman the Animated Series, so he won an Emmy for writing Heart of Ice on that show.
Okay.
We'll go over Batman later, don't worry.
I'm looking forward to it even more now.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
You know that. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, sir. Thank you. yeah, I'm glad I could help. All right, Stephanie, what's yours?
My most anticipated movie would be Godzilla.
Oh, yeah.
Right? The remake?
Absolutely. Yeah.
It looks awesome.
And anything's got to be better than that Matthew Broderick garbage that got made, right?
You know, he tried really hard, all right? He tried his best.
I don't care.
I think he did an okay job.
Yeah, he might have, but
this one's got Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? That's all you need.
Yeah, and the guy from Kick-Ass.
All right.
That'd be good. All right, so how about you? Where's yours?
Well, coming up soon, Mad Men returns for its final season. I'm very excited, very excited. The final season, Dom Draper, clearly a role model for any young man trying to become a man.
Yeah. Well, we're supposed to be doing movies, but you know what? Since you're a guest, we'll let it slide.
All right.
And I like you. You seem like a nice fellow, and you dressed up for the part.
What's yours?
At least me.
What is yours?
And mine is gonna be my favorite comic book character come to life, and The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Ooh,
so I'm looking forward to it.
Good.
Yeah, I'm a big Spider-Man fan. It's my favorite character, and that little shot of like a doctor's walking across, and they show the vulture wings in the background and the Doc Ock arms, and I was just like, like it made me feel like 8 kinds of happy. You know?
And it gives me a reason to see the first one now. You know?
Boom. And exactly. Andrew Garfield's an awesome
the director's
Spider-Man.
last name is Webb.
Yes.
And it's a spider.
He was
destined.
destined.
Yes. With like the whole character development about like Spider-Man and his love. It's like,
and he also did 500 Days of Summer.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Haven't seen that one either.
Which, golly, I should have put that in my top 5. Sorry, audience. I apologize.
Another honorable mention.
Yes, another honorable mention. Now I've made a top 7.
oh, man.
All right.
All the rules.
Yeah. you know, hey, it's my show. I want to thank y'all for coming in this week.
Glad to be here.
It's
Pleasure.
awesome.
Fun time.
Guys,
Fun
if
time.
y'all enjoyed the show, and leave your comment, rate, subscribe, all that cool stuff. And hey, if you didn't like what they did, leave a comment, and you know what? We'll bring you in, and you can come in here and give it a try yourself. So
Voice
for
tracking,
all of us here, thank y'all so much, and I hope y'all have a wonderful week.